did that. We need a click here, we need a click there, and preparation's done. 7 more minutes. And then we're going to start. And we're live. What's good, Sage? What's good, Yuzuka? How was your guys' day?
Greetings, traveler.
Have to click here, have to click there. Preparing a few last things here. Feels like the whole day was just preparations. Just and only preparations. So Brother Tibirius is all the way over here. And Sage is over there. Barnan. Already changed the name, so I can show the display the name as well. That's good. And now I can switch back over here, can go there. What's good, Arigon? Go, go, go! How are you doing? What's that supposed to mean? 14. 7 minutes left, not 14. Oh, wait, I need to have some music here. That's what I'm missing. What I'm missing. There we go. Alrighty. Woo! Looking forward to today's session. AoE 2 Taunt 14 start the game already. Really? That's interesting. What's good, Annie? Nice to have you. Yeah, I feel like I've prepared the whole day. Like, I've been preparing for the whole day. And I still feel like I've only, like, content for an hour. But we will see. Today we're going to be just 2 player characters and me, the Dungeon Master. We're playing with not Yuzuka and with Sage. Both of which are already on Discord with me, which is really good. Now I need to sort my stuff here. Prepare for 1 hour of gameplay, end up with 5, my experience. Yep, same. But I want to make it as entertaining and as driving forward as possible. And that basically means for me that I need to prepare what feels like 12 hours. So I'm satisfied. And I've got like notes. I've got notes here on this sheet. And I've got notes in a notepad on my computer. And I think I've just prepared way too much. And I will end up just defaulting and improvising everything. You're looking forward to this, Annie? That's good. That's good. I'm looking forward as well. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm like really, really excited. That's how you roll? By just yeah, by literally just improvising. That is literally what we've planned to do in the beginning. Like the ultimate plan in the beginning was literally just winging it and just improvising basically everything what we're doing. And now I've ended up with last session, which I was not really satisfied with. And I got feedback as well that this was not a pleasant experience. And now I'm sitting here and I've been like, okay, I can do it better. I can do it way better. And I hope I do. I really hope I do. Okay, let's see. Could turn up the music just a little bit here. We've got that. That's prepared. We've got that. Can go back here. After 1 year of DMing, I ended up just with a map containing infos about the settlements, 2 to 4 NPCs in it, and the beliefs and quests. More than enough. Yeah, it usually is more than enough. But I wanna drive a story, and if I have no notes, apparently, I will just talk gibberish. My countdown is not count. What happened to it? My tool just quitted. Literally. My tool just yeeted out of existence. There we go. We've got 1 more minute. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Okay, we've got that, we've got that. And now I'm in the really strange spot that I don't want to miss any of my notes. And I provide you with everything, guys. That's probably not the best either. But I need to get that one, that character as well. Well, those notes are on the map as well, but just pinpointed what they can learn here, and therefore the main quest. Yeah, see, I do tend to lose, like in a way I may be too creative, because I do lose sight of what I actually need to tell for the main quest. Because I just go into detail for that, and into detail for that as well, and then I go into detail for the next thing, and my groups be like, cool, it was kind of fun what we've done here, but we haven't learned anything about the main quest. So, yeah, now it's working. Now it's working. I started the tool again, so it should be fine now. Cool. Alrighty, I guess we're going to start the game now. Do I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay, let's do it. Players have to investigate or ask the NPCs to learn something, and they have learned it as well. Yeah, my players have to as well. But sometimes they're asking the wrong people and therefore having the wrong intentions then afterwards. Like, I've told them, or they have been asking things about the main quest. Like, the characters have been asking things about the main quest. And they've been asking the wrong people. And they got refused like twice or thrice in a row. They've got information refused twice or thrice in a row. And they didn't have a clue at all. And that basically led into the last session, which basically was, and while we're talking about it, why not just jump over to the D&D scene. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? So that basically led into last session, where we started in a tavern, ended in a tavern, and lost in the way we've lost a character, which decided to actually group up with the pirates, which had a bounty quest to get that specific character, which then talked its way into that group, which we haven't role played, and there was a lot of weird shenanigans trying to explain the quest a little bit, but in a very edgy way, where there was a character dying and the character, not a character, where an NPC was dying, and the character walking by didn't really get the idea of what I wanted from that person. So yeah, last session was a mess. Like everything I have to tell that is story relevant, and the summary of last session is basically we've lived through 1 or 2 days, and nothing really happened. The players got the idea that the quest character that they are looking for is within the city, and for that they've got kind of bailed, and one of the characters now has a neat little ankle bracelet, which basically puts him into flame as soon as the quest that they have right now, or that they had right now, is done. Or the other way to resolve that situation is moving towards a temple, going towards a temple, where they can just remove that ankle bracelet. And this is kind of what happened last time, like in a sentence. So yeah. Did I miss anything, guys?
Not really, no. That's pretty much all that happened.
Right. Alrighty. My players in one group managed to lose some let loose some pirates and then left the region. May happen here as well. Okay, so today we're starting off the session with first off, hello Sage, nice to have you, and hello Yuzuka, nice to have you as well. Good thing that you guys are here. First things first. So last time we've ended the session with Tiberius leaving the tavern. And for that, I would drag you to the tavern. And Tiberius basically made his way, went away from Altix, who now has the chance to basically give some farewell words if he wants to, and to kind of smoothen the situation, because right now there's like a little twist going between Tiberius and Altix, and it would be really sad if there would be bad blood in between the characters. So Altix, you have the chance right now to to ease the situation. And the music's really not suiting.
I don't know how.
You don't know how? Okay, so basically Altix tells Brother Tiberius that he feels more like he could thrive in an environment where he experiences a lot overseas, and he doesn't see that happening with the group right now. He's not mad at the group or at the people. He's just thinking it's time to get a new and fresh start. And that is why he decides to move on with the pirates instead of his original adventuring group. So that's basically what he tells Brother Tiberius. Does Brother Tiberius want to react to that?
I mean, if he does not wish to come with us, there's nothing really that Tiberius can do. So I guess I'll wish him farewells and leave it at that.
Altix is letting you know that for sure you'll see again, and maybe then he'll be ready to do I have a typo there? Excuse me. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and that for sure then he'll be able to travel with you guys, and he wishes you the best of luck, and he resigns the commandment he actually gave you before to visit Salazar. Yet he tells you that it would be great if you could, because he seems fairly friendly, but he doesn't see himself going there anytime soon. So with that, you're basically leaving then, and right when you're at the middle of the tavern, the barkeeper is shouting you over and saying, "Oi, you're brother Tiberius, aren't you?
Oh, yes, that's true.
Come over here, mate." And I guess you're walking over there.
I am indeed, yes.
There we go. And right when you're in front of the bar, he's looking kind of down on you, because the bar's a little bit higher, and you get the sense that although he's a dwarf, he has to have like a podest or something like that on which he can stand. And while looking down on you, he's asking you, "So I've been told that you're going to pay for the pirates, at least for the drinks tonight. So is that going to happen right now?"
Well, that is a bit complicated. I did promise them to pay for a night of drinking, but I wasn't expecting them to take kegs full of rum. I might not have enough money for that.
You can see him scribbling some things down, and a few moments later, he's looking up to you and looking down to you again, and he says, "So considering one cask of rum and a lot of ale and probably a chair or two, as I know those pirates, we should be around like 30 gold pieces." So will you pay right now, or do I have to send those pirates after you later on?
The barkeeper can see that Tiberius is getting a bit fidgety and going pale in his face, but he still looks at the barkeeper and asks him if that price already includes the 50% off.
He's nodding. He's firmly nodding and says, "Usually I would get a 50 gold pounds, just 50 gold pieces, just for the keg of rum." They asked for the finest rum that I've had, so I gave them, and now I'm sitting here and not getting any money would be really bad for me.
It sounds so much like I want to scam him, but I will tell him that I can't pay him because I was robbed this morning.
Considering that you're telling the truth, just for that, make a persuasion roll on advantage. I just want to see how honest you seem by saying that.
Sure.
That's a very definite 14. And 14 it is. He's looking at you, and you guys know each other, right? It's one of the only taverns here in town. It's the only tavern where you actually can feel safe without having to be worried about like either having prostitutes sitting on your lap every now and then, or having bar fights usually, unless the pirates are in. And so he kinda knows you a bit, and then he says, well, and what do you think we should do now about this situation?
Well, could you, like, write it on my tab?
He's looking around, and he's looking around, not kind of sure if he should do that. And then he's scratching his head and says, I do believe I've got something else for you to do. If you could do me a favor, I would just wipe away your debt. How does that sound? Yeah,
that
right,
sounds
Genghis Khan?
compelling indeed,
Nice to have you.
but I think that depends on the favor.
So it happens to be that there's a special ingredient I need for a very special drink. If you could just get that for me, should be easy peasy. Then we should be fine. What do you say?
Oh, if it's just to fetch you something, then sure, I can do it. I can do that. Sorry.
He nods, and then he says, all right. So please go to there we go, Brother Tiberius. Although everyone can know that. That's nothing that only you need to know. He says, all right, in that case, please go to the Monastery of Faith, because they've got something. It should be already packed, and you can just grab it, come back, and I expect you in around 4 weeks back. Maybe 5 weeks. Better 4 weeks.
Oh, that's certainly possible, yes.
You do know that that the distance is tightly measured with 2 weeks, but it's certainly possible. Like 2 weeks one way, right?
Yeah, we talked about that last time because Shast has to go there as well.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to repeat as well for the people that are on stream right now.
Yeah, that's also why I said it.
So yeah, you do get the quest, and he's then sending you off and says, before he sends you off, he says, do you have something that would vouch for you to come back? Maybe something that's keen and dear to you, or something like that. You understand that I do have to have that, because otherwise I would be sitting here and probably not be running that establishment here. Establishment.
Tiberius thinks about this for a moment and starts digging through his pocket to search for something, and then pulls out a simple silver ring. I still have this ring from my father.
Heritage. Should be fine enough. Should be good enough. And you see him take it and put it into the pocket next his on his right breast. Like he's wearing a shirt, and there he has a pocket in there, and there's where he puts the ring. Fairly carelessly, but not so careless that you might think that he will just throw it away, something like that. Like he values and he respects it, your goods, but still it's just a ring for him. And with that, he sends you off and sends you off into the night. And there we go. And if I'm not mistaken, Shast is already sleeping. And you will...
Yes.
Very good. And you will leave to sleep now as well. And that certainly shouldn't be there. how did that come? How did that get there? That token. Anyway. Okay. So the night's passing by fairly easy, no complications, especially your home, right? And then throughout the next day, you and Shast are starting to collect things. Here and there, you're meeting family members and friends, and talking to them and letting them know that you're going on an adventure, your first adventure as an adventurer group, actually outside these city boundaries or village boundaries, however you want to call that place you're at right now. And then you've got a few things that you need to take care of. Like you need your adventuring gear, and you're checking that. You certainly do need a map. And as like right in the beginning of the morning, both of you have been telling like your family members that you're leaving. They'll be at the tavern. They let you know that they'll be at the tavern later on as well. So to say bye and such. Thus, right now your primary target would be to get the map, and for that, you know that you can go to the let me do that really quick. To the general merchant, or to the bookstore where you have been previously in this campaign, where at least Altix was very renowned, and with that you guys as well. So you can take either, actually.
You just obliterated our tokens.
I just moved your tokens so that. Can't I give?
Oh, you gave us a party token, I see.
Exactly.
Okay.
Why can't I just give you control? There we go. Ta-da! Now you can move it, if you want to.
Yep, works.
Haha! Now it says party token. No, it doesn't. There we go. The little things that I haven't prepared. Literally those small things. Never mind. So, just a quick decision. Are you going to the bookstore or to the merchant?
Yeah, about that. Both of those are places that require money.
That's correct.
And that's a problem.
That's correct. Not for Shast, though.
So I will have to decide where Shast spends her money, I guess.
Well, both of you, actually. And knowing that you have... Friend is too much, but just a just a relative is like a distant known person is too far away as well. But the bookstore guy, you've been multiple times there, because like sometimes Altix would just sleep there, sometimes as in he would fall asleep while reading a book, and then you have to get him from there. You have been quite a while. Have spent quite a while there. So the bookstore owner knows you, and he may sell you the card, the map, a little bit cheaper than he would do with usual people. And
sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Right? Doesn't it? It's coming in handy sometimes to know people in the city, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Especially when the GM, when the dungeon master told you that you know people. So you're taking your route right here, and no. How do I delete that? There we go. Yep, did it. You're taking this route. There we go. And you're visiting the bookstore, and here's something very important. So you get the map, and you have one map. You will have to decide who's carrying the map. Probably Shast, because she bought the map. But you get this one map that you're seeing right now. This
That's
map,
a nice map.
isn't it? This is the region map, and that is what the bookstore keeper tells you. This is the region map of Valritas. All of you are aware, including your new character, Sage, are aware that the region that you live in is called Valritas. What you don't know, and what's never been like a thing, is what stands in the upper left. Of course, you do know that it's like a trading outpost, an export trading outpost, and that you have like a large harbor in the next city. But it also says Land of Former Kings, which is new for you, Shast, and for you, Tibirius. So as you come to speak about that, the bookstore keeper starts telling you, is it bookkeeper or bookstore keeper?
I guess it's just store owner.
The dude who's selling books.
Librarian?
Language barrier. He starts telling you that formerly, when the old Valarian Velvet was what was still in this village, he used to make the whole land thrive, not just the little village of Valvet Valley. And he also made it so that the king actually for a couple of looking up the word, period of office, like Amtsperiode, a couple of times was in the next largest town called Roila. On the map he shows and points at the 5. This is where multiple kings has resided, and from where they actually ruled the whole continent, because once the whole continent was ruled from just by just one king. And then he asks you where you want to go, and you're telling him that you want to go to the 8, the Monastery of Faith. And then he explains you guys that there are 3 possible ways that you could take. Obviously, there are way more, but those are like the ones that are actually on the map and that are comparatively the safest. So you've got the one that's going to the west, which has the thick dotted line, and this is basically the travel merchant, and exactly that one. And this is basically the travel merchant and trading outpost line, trading
route.
Thanks. I'm missing words here today, left and right.
Yeah, I know that.
I've been just preparing too much, I guess. and then you've got 2 ways to the south. One at the shore, at the cliffs, to the sea, which is bringing you to a very beautiful little, as he says, very beautiful and little village, way smaller than Valvet Valley actually, called Frisk. And he lets you know that there's probably one of the most famous. It's probably most renowned for its fish dishes, and that you certainly can stock up your ratios there if you run out of ratios. And then he lets you know that there's one more if you go to the south, and then to the to the west, which would be this route right here. You could go to the through the dead mines, which would be the fastest way. So he gives you the chance to, or he lets you know that there's two ways which are practically the same length, and kind of safe routes, or one of them is a safe route, the other one is a kind of safe route, but you can stock up your ratios for sure at what is like 3/4 of a way. And then there's a riskier way where you actually can reach the monastery even faster than usual, but you will have to go through the dead mines. He lets you know that dead mines comes from the actual state of the mine. It's not being used for centuries, for years, and also there have been adventurers dying in there. So it's a rough place, but if you really have to hurry, you can do that and take that route. And the last thing that he told you about the card is that each of those hexagons that you're seeing is worth a day's move, like one day of travel. So you would go basically 13 days if you take the southeastern route. It would take you roughly 8 days if you take that way, the southwestern route, and then you've got the western route, which would take you 13 days as well, roughly. To I've skipped one, that's why it doesn't say 13, but but that would take you 13 days as well, and would bring you safely to where you want to go. Full stop.
One question.
Sure.
We've been talking about weeks until now. Is that a 7-day week or a 10-day?
7. Just a
Okay.
normal 7-day.
Mhm.
No fancy schmancy fantasy world 10 days.
Okay.
That would just confuse me. Would just confuse me. So it takes you roughly 2 weeks. For either the long roads, right? 13 hexes means 13 days, and that down here as well. There we go, 13, and 8 days if you decide to go through the mines, which, there we go, is, actually, it's just scraping. It's just scraping this square. That's why I say 8 days. It's technically just 8 days.
Okay. I would like to take the safest route, and I guess that would mean the merchant's route, right?
That is true.
Since it's more or less 2 weeks either way, apart from the middle way, that should be good. We can easily make it back in 4 weeks.
Yeah, of course. You can make it back in 4 weeks, depending on how long you stay in the monastery, and that would certainly bring you to the easiest route. Yet obviously there will be like no adventurers or so, because it's the most boring way for the most people. So it's also like the route where you most likely only meet like travel merchants and this kind of like. So if you were to or if you wanted to adventure, actually that would be a different route then.
Considering that Shast's life is on the line, how long do I estimate will it take the sheriff to catch this murderer?
He's got no clue yet. That's what you've got from there. But you can go back and you will go back to the police office, and you can ask him how long he thinks it will take.
Oh, I will certainly do that, yes.
In that case, we're going back to the police office, and we're not going to give you temporary hit points. And you're looking forward for the sheriff, and he's right there. You're talking to him. You're asking him, okay, what's going on? How long do you think will this take to resolve? And he's looking at you, and for a moment he thinks. Then he pulls you back into a corner of that large room that this police office really is. And then he says, we don't know yet. Obviously, sometimes we're lucky to just to just happen to find those who are wronging the people. But to be honest, more often than not, we are not capable to catch those murderers and thieves. So anywhere in the range of right now and 3 months. And I consider that we have a lot of dead people and we don't have any clue actually who that person may be. So I'm more to the tendency of 3 months when we put it to cold cases and not work on it anymore.
Oh, I see. That's a bad thing, but also a good thing for me or for us. So I'm sorry I have to say it like that, but bad luck to you. And I'll leave with that.
He's nodding, and he's saying, yeah, I want to see you as well, and especially I'm very sorry, Shast, but there's no way that I could have reacted different there in that case. And with that, both of you are leaving the it's now like lunchtime around. You're leaving the police office, and you do happen to see the friend of Altix, who you've seen before and whom you're friends with as well for 2 years now. His name's Barnan. Barnan or Barnan?
Barnan.
Barnan. And he's basically on his way into the police office. You're greeting each other and really quickly just chat about what you were up to in the police office, like Shast and you, Tiberius. And then he and then think breathe and then act. So yeah, he's asking you what you did at the police office. There we go.
Oh, well, there has been a few unfortunate circumstances, and well, we'll have to leave the city for about a month.
Oh, okay. And where is Altix?
I guess he's still at the tavern and probably drunk in some corner because of the pirates.
Wait a second. Altix and pirates?
Yes, it's a bit complicated.
Ah, okay. I think I should go and ask him what's happening there.
Oh, sure. Best of luck to you.
You're basically starting to split apart, and then Barnan remembers that he wanted to go into the police office, and talks to you again, Brother Tiberius, because you haven't left yet, and says something along the lines, "Goofy me wanted to go to the tavern where I have to talk to the sheriff right now."
Well, but first I need to talk with the sheriff. I had some information for him.
Oh, did something bad happen?
Yes, last night someone was murdered in my house, and I think I know that man who is the murderer.
Oh, that's very bad news in, well, two ways. Could you keep that information to yourself for a while longer?
But
Oh god, two
then some but then the man can kill someone else. Why should I keep this information for me?
Tiberius looks over to Shast to get her approval to talk about this, and I'll leave that to the DM's discretion.
Yeah, she absolutely leaves. Gives you the permission, as she knows that he's trustable.
All right. In that case, Tiberius will tell Barnan about the this what was it, curse or this spell that's been placed on Shast, and that if the murderer is caught before she can absolve herself, that she will burst into flame and die in a horrible way.
Oh well.
You've got it on your screen right now.
That's not good information. So, what can I do for you and can I help you something about something, or did you need some help?
Oh, help would always be appreciated. As I said, we'll leave the town we'll leave the village for about a month because we have to go to the God, names, help.
Monastery, Monastery of
thank
Faith.
Because we have to go to the Monastery of Faith down south.
Well, I think I should go with you. I think I have an idea what's about the murder, man.
And with that, you're talking a little bit longer, and Barnan at least lets you know that. Why is the token now? Seriously.
Roll 20 and tokens. That's
Yep.
always fun.
And with that, Barnan is letting you know that it's actually a very suitable situation that you have to go to the Monastery of Faith, because that would have been his next stop anyways as well, for various reasons. So he basically decides to join your group, at least for the time, going to the to the how's it called? Monastery of Faith. Good thing that we just said it in the last 40 minutes like 10 times.
Yeah, it would be weird if you forgot the name, right?
Yeah, it would be totally weird. There we go. Okay, now I've updated as well the map, and you see where Barnan usually lives, and you do know that as characters as well. And with that, you've got your map, and you kind of decided for the route. Although, if Barnan wants to, he could be filled in now which route you're taking, and he could put in a veto if you really going that way.
Sure, I'll tell him about which route we wish to use, and if he's okay with that.
The route with the traders.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it seems like the safest route, but I think there will be some bandits.
Also from what you've got, the other routes are obviously way more beautiful and way more romantic to walk, right?
Yes.
Just think about the sunrise that you're going to see. That's right at the cliffs and such. So that's a strong argument for taking the other routes as well, right?
And there is a little city. We can spend a little time there and eat the great food that is there. And
Well, a
pointing
day's
at
rest at Frisk wouldn't hurt. You're right.
And if we don't have much time, we can take the shortest route back. So, I don't know how long you spent on the route or something like that, but I think we should take the cliff way. And before we
Sure,
leave
why
the
not?
town, I need more rations. Well, you know, that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's 13 days, or
13 days
like
to
in
walk
total.
there.
And the next city is 7 days.
Yes. I only have 5 rations, that's why I'm...
Yep. So you guys are heading up towards the merchant, and she's more than willingly to let you buy stuff. Or do you want to go to the market? Gotta ask
Oh,
that.
the market. I want to go to the market. That's my place.
Of course, you guys are going to the market, and you find yourselves a stand where you can buy like daily rations or rations for a day worth of traveling. And the merchant happens to formerly have sold cloths and cloaks and such alike. And he's looking at you and asking you, "Greetings! How can I help you today?"
Hey, I need some rations for 3 days.
3 days of rations? Which one would it be? Would it be the exquisite? Would it be the normal? Or would it be the poor one?
How expensive is the exclusive one?
The exclusive ones is very simple. It's just 10 silver pieces per... not going to be Salazar here. It's 10 silver pieces for the per piece.
Well, I think 8 is a nice one. What about 8 silver pieces?
He's scratching his head. He's smiling happily. Make a persuasion roll against 14. That's a 16. Easy peasy. You do get the rebate, and he says, it would be fine, but only if you buy something more. Maybe this apple. And he's showing you an apple, just an ordinary apple.
I look at this apple and say, how much for the apple?
It's an exquisite apple, isn't it? And he looks on all sides of the apple and says, maybe 1 silver piece.
I try to look at the apple and search for Dello.
You're basically looking if the
if it's a very good apple.
yeah. You're looking for flaws in the apple, basically.
Yes.
You don't find any.
Okay, that's a good price. So 3 rations and this apple.
He
For
nods.
8 silver pieces.
He shakes his head. No. As I
You
said,
said it.
per ratio, we are paying 8 silver pieces, and then the apple comes on top.
Okay, that's fine. I pay him.
So you're paying 33 silver pieces.
Yes.
And as you're walking away, I assume you're done, right?
Yes. For me, it's done, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Brother Tiberius and Shast want to buy anything else.
Brother Tiberius is fine. He has everything he needs.
Cool.
I don't know about Shast though.
Looking up Shast's inventory right now. And kind of confused. I do see all the important stuff, right? But I don't see any ratios. Yeah, she's buying 8 ratios herself. So it's 64 silver pieces. No, it's 80 silver pieces. Would you bargain for her? Banan?
No.
Okay. So she's paying that and that. There we go. Yep. Cool. And as you walk away, you can hear the trader talking to the next customer, and he's appraising that apple, or one of the apples that he took the apple from, for like 3 copper pieces.
Oh, wow.
and with that, you're leaving that market area, and now it's like late afternoon. If you want to, you can still go to Salazar or to the tavern. That's now up to you, pretty much, Tiberius.
Brother, yeah.
Did Altix say if we need to go to Salazar immediately, or is that something to do in the future?
That's a good question.
Well,
Right.
you have been Altix, so your decision.
I think he say go to him, not
Yeah, he said
now or
go to him, but I think, let me check something. Okay, that's not in written form. I think Shast told me, Gensha told me that he would wanted to go there. So yeah, Shast would push to go to Zarasa.
then we go to Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down to Zarasa, and while talking to him, everything's just fine, right? You're standing at the gate, and it's the same guard as you always had. And for a moment, it just takes a moment so that Salazar's actually appearing. And for some reason, it deleted my playlist for Salazar.
Oh wow.
Seriously? There we go. Let me just add that for a second here. And while you're entering this area, everyone feels a little bit more relaxed as usual. You can see that the tiling that you formerly went over while opening the gate looks a little bit different. Like you as in Shast and as in Brother Tiberius, right? Seemingly overnight, Salazar has changed the tiles, or have had the tiles replaced. And as you walk over it, you feel like a burden fell off your shoulder, and as everything's a little bit more relaxed. You still know the urgency of getting Shast's ankle bracelet being removed, but at least you, especially you, Brother Tiberius, get a little bit more of your natural ease and your happiness back. And he's greeting every one of you, and he says, "This one is new. Who is that? Where is the the other little friend of ours, the Altix?"
Well, I'm Barnan.
Barnan, oh, which beautiful name! Which beautiful name!
Thank you.
But let me know where is this little Altix? Tiberius, what happened to your friend? You gotta keep care of your friend.
Oh, we had a, well, I think you could call it a falling out with each other, but it's nothing too bad, but he won't be traveling with us for a while.
Oh, I hope there is no bad blood. I would really hope.
No, everything's alright. We just part ways for the time being.
Oh, that happens. That happens all the time. If life wants so, you will meet each other again. I'm pretty certain of that. And with that, he's looking over to Shast, and then back to you, Tiberius, then to Shast, and then he says, "What is your inquiry today? I've heard that you guys wanted to talk to me. Actually, it was Altix, but maybe you guys wanted something of my proficiency." And by that, Shast is starting to stumble and looking at the floor, not being really happy, and kind of shy, telling Salazar that that she, or that the group, has lost the necklace, and it couldn't decept Castellan Pedro. And all of a sudden, while she's talking, Salazar is, for the first time you've been talking, showing something like something else than pure happiness and relaxation. He's showing a little bit of anger, and he's saying, "Oh, that rotten old bastard! Seriously? He's just throwing away my amulet? Oh, seriously?" And seemingly that makes Shast feel even less comfortable. And then he says, No, that's nothing of you to worry. Obviously, he wants to have his amulet and his necklace. Yet still I can't give it to him because that would be really bad. But if you ask me, you've done everything right. You don't need to have a bad mind about this, losing my necklace. It was just a plaything anyways for me to kill time. And with that, you see that now Shast relaxes as well. Is there anything that you want to add, or that you want to ask, or do you just want to leave?
I think I just tell him that we go on a long way and we be back in the city in 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks is correct.
Okay. If there are no other questions,
Not from me.
I would like to ask him. Well, first I'll tell him that we're on our way to the Monastery of Faith, and I would like to ask him if he knows of any weird happenings, any rumors, bandits, monsters, anything the likes that has happened in the last time, and if we should be on the lookout for anything specific.
He thinks for a moment, and then he says, "You know, I'm pretty busy, don't you? It is not that I don't want to give you information on that, it is more that I don't know very much. If you don't want to end up dead, don't play with the mimic in the dead cave. And if you really, really like your life, you shouldn't go bathe in that sea in the dead cave. And maybe if you have a lot of time, you can certainly go the merchant's way and the trading travelers, the trading merchant's way. Sometimes they are so welcoming, they will basically make you pay all the gold that you have, and it can easily take 2 or 3 days that you're resting with them. They have a very interesting stories to tell. Let me tell you.
Oh, that does sound fascinating, but we're a bit tight on time, so it was a good idea of Barnan to recommend the Coastway.
And then he scratches. He scratches his. He scratches his head he scratches his head and he adds, that may have sounded like there is magic happening. Apart from the mimic, there is no magic.
Oh,
as far as I know. Of course, there's the forest unknown, right? And he looks at Shast. Shast nods, and Shast says, yeah, we shouldn't go there into the forest. We may not come out there in a century.
Okay, so we'll stay clear of the forest and we'll stay clear of the abandoned mine. Got it.
No, it's the dead mine, not the abandoned mine. The abandoned mine is somewhere in the north.
There's more mines that haven't been used in a while?
Of course. We have magic now, and alright, you are a little bit younger than I am. Back in the olden days, maybe they're not teaching that you nowadays. We didn't have magic and just happened to rely on the power of gods and demons. It was only then when, let's say, some circumstances brought magic to humankind.
That sounds like a hard time to be alive.
Oh, it was... Well, if you add slaves, it wasn't that hard.
I'm not too fond of slaves, but
No, me neither.
I guess everyone needed a way to live, right?
That's right, that's right. My customers, obviously.
Well, all is fair in the face of money.
Oh, a faithful person like you shouldn't say something like that, should you?
I guess it would be something that you would say. Not that I would call you greedy or. I mean, you're a merchant, so I thought it was fitting. I'm sorry if I.
No, it's fine for me, but don't be a people pleaser is what I say. Don't say something just because you think the other party wants to hear it.
Oh, sure, I'll keep that in mind.
Is there anything else I can help you with? I think I have to do something else. I know I've scribbled it down somewhere, but gosh, you see the desk yourself, and he's pointing at a desk where like tons of items are on, and you can't see a piece of paper or something like that.
Oh, of course, we don't want to burden you any longer than we must.
You are no burden. Really, if you need something or if you want to know something, it's fine. If you don't, well, it's wasting my time. No offense.
In that case, I would rather not waste your time.
All right, off you go then. Have a great trip and journey. Tell me afterwards.
Oh, I will tell you.
Wait a second, that was the wrong accent. Anyway, yeah, he's letting you know that he wants to hear about the stories that you hear. That you wants to hear about the stories that you experience, and you, Barnan, let him know that you will for sure let him know about the stories. And with that, you leave the property. It's been just a few minutes, really, and you go back to the tavern, which by when you are there is fairly full for the standards that you've seen it the last times. And then you remember, okay, it's going to be a weekend, so people are just gathering up and celebrating that it's weekend. You find your family members, and while there we go, and while you're talking to them, a few of those family members are actually coming up to you, Tiberius, as well to Shast, obviously, and handing over a few presents. They wish you all the best for your first journey. They're so proud of you, considering from where you've come, especially you, Tiberius. Depending basically on the mercy of others, because you haven't been proud enough of yourself to actually stand up for yourself, and you've been bullied a few times, having hard times growing up. They're so proud that with your friends now you're actually able to go out and adventure, and they hand you really well made ratios, which you get 3 of, you and Shast. And those ratios, please don't put them into your normal ratio mode, into your normal ratios. Those ratios will give you, because those are like dear to you, right? They are fond of you, and they're kind of inspiring, yet for inspiration it's not enough, but they will give you 1 temporary hit point on eating them. Obviously they will not accumulate, but for the long rest you will have like 1 temporary hit point after eating that. You can't split those ratios, you will have to eat it as a whole throughout the day. And once you ate it complete, you will have that hit point. Also,
Pretty cool.
Also, you do get a second water skin by your family, a beautiful crafted one, just so you can get a little bit further with the water that you have, because they know how it is. Like sometimes you're traveling really far, and then especially you want to travel like 20 miles a day or 25 miles a day, I think it is, which is really far, and you will have to get some water for that every now and then. But to slow that down, obviously you get the advantage of having a second water skin. You do have a bedroll, right?
Yep.
Cool. Everyone's got a bedroll, I think. No. Okay, Shast doesn't have a bedroll. Shast gets the bedroll.
Well,
Got 8 ratios and 3 ratios plus. There we go. So that's all set up, and with that, you're drinking, and sometimes you're not feeling as comfortable as you would usually, Tiberius, because you're looking over to the barkeeper, and the barkeeper's pointing at his wrist. Not to waste time with actually starting the venture. And but all in all, the whole evening is really really enjoyable, and everyone's laughing, everyone's happy, and you're just having a good time. Probably Barnan is playing something on his music instrument. One of it.
Which one?
You actually don't have any in your inventory, do you? No, you have. You
I
have
have
exactly one of them.
2.
You have 2? I only see the one. Oh, you've got 2. Okay, you have proficiency in 3, but you've got 2. You play any of them. Like probably both of them. And you're giving a great performance. If you want to, you can use your background and have you put it in here? Yeah, that one. And you can give like a performance roll. You can make a performance roll, and it's going
that's
terribly
not good.
wrong. Still, you get like a handful of copper, like literally 5 copper pieces, and you do that will basically end the night. Like you start to play the music and you're not feeling really well, not so well actually as you usually do, and then the barkeeper's coming over to you, and he's giving you a silver piece as well to the 5 copper pieces that you've got earlier, and says, please just leave. You make my customers leave. We're not going to talk about it. Maybe you're feeling better another day. And with that, all of you are basically leaving the area and the tavern, and everyone's going to bed. And really early in the next morning, you guys are waking up and gathering up again at the center of the village, in front of the Valorian Velvet Village, and I want you, both of you, make a perception roll. You do see you do see in the distance, very far in the distance, a tiefling that you know. You know the shape of Shakira, and you do see how she's leaving in direction of west of the country. Do you want to do anything with that information, or do you just want to leave as is?
I look up
Tiberius,
in the
sorry.
sky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see
look at
the
the sky.
sunrise. You see like how beautiful
Sunrise,
the
beautiful clouds.
yeah it's like right now it's exactly that hour where the clouds are a little bit yellowish but still reddish, so it's a beautiful mixture of orange. It's just like poetic and absolutely romantic. Having that girl, that special someone right now would be so awesome.
Just
And then
dreaming.
there's Tiberius, who's just looking down the street. Wait, isn't that Shakira?
Shast is asking you where?
I'll point in her general direction.
Yeah, with a 4, Shast is not able to find her.
Look at the clouds.
and Shast is immediately distracted by the clouds.
Tiberius will look up for a moment as well and take a look at the beautiful clouds, then lower his gaze back to the streets, and he probably lost sight of Shakira by that point.
No, streets are still empty, pretty much. She's just now that you look back, she's now vanishing behind the corner of the building. Like she's leaving line of sight.
Must have been my imagination then.
Maybe you
Well,
just
then-
maybe your eyesight is just better in the night, like in the dim light. It's not really, but maybe. Sometimes, you know. Although, wait a second, it is better. You do have dark vision. Shast doesn't have
do,
dark
yes.
vision, so it even makes sense. Yep, and
Isn't Shast an elf?
half.
Half-
Oh,
half
wood elf.
elves don't
Wood
get
elf.
dark vision?
I will have to
Pretty
rework
sure
the.
any elf gets dark vision.
I will have to rework the whole character sheet with Shast anyway.
Hmm. Yeah, they definitely do.
Alrighty, cool. Let's not bring the steam machine here to a pause. I think we're on a good roll here. So you guys decide to leave the southern way, right? Going the way with the cliffs, right?
Indeed, yes.
Okay, cool. So you're leaving and leaving off down here.
And we're falling out of the map.
And you're falling off the map.
Oh god, it's the end of the world.
And at the end of your first day's travel, wait a second. There we go. That one's the one. And you're still kind of close to the valley, so there are still fields. Oh wait. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh, maps.
Many maps. I'm surprised.
You're all the way in the upper right, and you're going down, right? And I will have to change something on that map. Crap. But you're walking down the street, and I would like you guys to make a perception check. Save settings. There we go. The good thing is now you can walk diagonal as well, because if you walk diagonal, I found a setting that it automatically calculates the way that you actually would take walking diagonally. So if you take the if you take the ruler from your menu on the left hand side and you drag it diagonally, you will see it now shows 1.4 squares, which is like the real distance that you would take.
Oh, really? Interesting.
And with that now we can make that diagonal works as well. And we don't have to have this weird, you have to go down and right and down and left and down and right if you want to go diagonal and this kind of stuff. Right? That just being an info for you guys. We've left off at the perception roll. One more. You're really good with rolling the same numbers today, guys.
Look at the fields.
Well, you're. Nah, it's not as.
Everything is so poetic.
It's not that bad. But you guys, you guys decide for a rest down here. And been talking about those rivers, and you've seen like little fishies being in there and this kind of stuff. And it's that moment that you hear something behind the bench. It's one of those wooden benches that you can't see through. And I would like you guys to make a initiative roll, because we haven't done that in a while. That's the dice roller. That's not the initiative tracker. There we go. That's Altix Flugbrand. We don't need him.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, you say it. Oh no. Obviously, that's the wrong sound that we're hearing. We're not in the city anymore. We're now. Yeah, exactly. We're now having this one. And we're going to have a fight. Roll initiative. Exactly, Ardegon. Wait a sec. I'm having to click the right button. And now I need to go here and bring it to the token layer. And I need to go here and find that one. There we go.
Oh, look, a bandit.
And
Oops, could have imagined.
what? We've got that one. Good thing. We're going to sort A to Z. No. That's wrong. Ow!
Descending order.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, anyway, this one will start anyway because he's closest to you and he surprises you. So he's basically trying to pickpocketing you, which I'll have to look is sleight of hand is dexterity. So he's trying to roll an 11 and trying to pickpocket Brother Tiberius.
Joke's on him, I have nothing to pickpocket.
That's bad for him. He didn't know that. Well, you've got ratios, don't you? Something like that. So I would say make a roll that is as high as your inventory is. He can't steal your whole backpack, obviously. Nothing that's within the bag. Well, he can reach into your backpack, not with an 8 though, and not with an 11 though.
Okay, so I'll roll a d16.
Yeah.
A 10.
And he's stealing whatever is the 10th item slot in your inventory.
That is my mess kit.
And he's stealing your mess kit. Such a mess.
Oh no!
And with that, those guys down here are jumping over the bridge and coming up to you and saying, you will have to pay Zoll. I don't know the English word for that.
Toll is this?
You will have to pay toll. For minor 2 gold pieces, we'll let you walk just fine.
Are they obviously bandits?
Yes. That one is holding his action until someone's drawing a weapon of you guys. And that one does the same for an attack move. And with that, Barnan can actually answer that request, that that so polite request of you guys paying toll,
Oh, what a nice request.
isn't it?
So, well, who are you?
We are the local authorities here, and you are to pay, not to ask questions.
Well, they are looking like bandits, yes?
Yes, they do. They're just
Then
convinced
I-
that they are the local authorities.
Then I pull out my rapier.
Mm. The moment you pull out your rapier, that dude is attacking that dude.
Wait,
With-
that dude's me!
Yeah, that's right. He's attacking you with a 14.
A 14 does not hit.
Does not hit.
Nope.
That's good for you. And he's saying, he's shouting, "That's a warning strike!" Trying to sugarcoat that he basically missed you. You still can move, Barnan, if you want to.
Well... Nope.
Okay. Cool. Brother Tiberius. That dude just tried to smash your face with his weapon, and that dude just drew a weapon, and things are ramping up here.
Well, first of all, I will center myself nicely onto this little square,
That's fine.
just for good measure.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And,
Literally?
Yes, indeed. And, I mean, I was about to pay his toll, right? Since he's obviously a local authority, but this madman suddenly attacked me, so this is definitely justified self-defense, and I will cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh. All right. In that case, go ahead.
Does a 23 hit his AC?
No.
What?
That's unfortunate. In that case, I will cry in this corner over here.
No, he's gone. He's gone. You just noped him out of life. While you do that and start casting things, you can hear from over here. You'll have to zoom out a little bit from the other side of that little. It's not really a river; it's a stream.
I'm all the way over there. Wow.
You can hear a "Oh shit! They've killed Jimmy!" and all of the sudden you realize that there are 3 more enemies. Let's center them. And yeah, that dude is gone. That dude is baffled what you just did. And this one down here is trying to strike for Barnan, because obviously Barnan is the culprit of the bad situation here, and he says, "If you wouldn't have drawn the weapon, we wouldn't have attacked you. You're a mean person!" And with that, he attacks you with an 18. Does that hit?
Yes.
Dealing 7 points of slashing damage.
Wow.
Now that dude is gone. And this one's going over here. Just going over here, and he's kneeling down to his, obviously to his friend. And he's trying to help him, and says, "Don't die! Don't die, Jimmy!" And he basically gets out a first aid kit and's trying to heal him, but he makes everything worse. Like
God.
the bleeding that's happening is just getting worse. Barnan, it's your turn.
Wait a second, I have to read something. when I will use my thunder wave, yes,
Mm-mm.
I will use it. That one is hit and that one is hit.
Let me read the thunder wave as well. I will post it for good measure so everyone can read it. There we
it
go.
is.
Yep, thank you. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. So it's a cube, 15-foot cube, and it is from you. So it would be wait a second. I've got that prepared as well. No. No. There we go.
Mhm.
That's obviously 5 foot. That's 15 foot. And that would be right on you. Like you are the originating from you, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you could make you could hit him. You can't hit him.
Well, then I just hit the right one, which smashed me.
This one, right?
Yes. And I say, feel the
A
thunder and
50
point at him.
A 15 feet cube originating from him means that it's basically like a ping on him. It's emitted from him.
Oh, wait a second. I've made it.
So he's the
anyways.
point where he's the point of cast. So like everything within 5 feet around him.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, well.
Okay. Learning things here.
Then
So
I
I guess you don't cast it, right?
then I move right here and cast it then.
All right.
That's nice, thank you.
That's
That should
fine for me.
work.
Yeah, that's fine for me. You cast that. A horrible loud sound all of a sudden is bursting next to Brother Tiberius. When a thunder wave is crushing down on Barnan. Obviously he's not taking, or supposedly he's not taking damage, but we need a Constitution saving throw from the bandit.
Against the 12.
Yeah, no, not happening. So he takes
Well.
2d8 damage. Yeah. And being pushed 10 feet away. And from the visitors area, let's call it that, the dude that screamed before screams now, "Oh God! They pushed Daniel away!" And he's shouting over to that guy, "Joffrey, what are you doing? What are you doing there?" Brother Tiberius, it's your turn.
I'll try something new. I'll look over to those guys and shout at them, if you don't want to act like Jimmy, then you should leave. And I will hold my action and attack this guy if he dares to come within 5 feet of me.
What was this guy? This one.
What was
Daniel.
this, Jeffrey?
Oh, Joffrey. Yeah.
Oh, Daniel's Joffrey, right.
Yeah. Make an intimidation roll. You're trying to intimidate them, right? Which next time I haven't said it before, but next time you're trying to interact with a person, would take your action. But for now, you can keep your action. And intimidation is a roll on charisma, right?
Right.
And we've got 1, 2, and 3. And that dude is falling from the tree. that dude is climbing down the tree, and that dude is just jumping into the fields. And you get the sense that they are trying to run away. While Daniel now is looking baffled because a moment ago he stood right here, now he's standing here. This is just happening again in like a few seconds, right? And there was a thunderstorm, there was some magic he couldn't really see, but it killed him. And now you're doing some spells on those guys, so they run away, at least in his eyes. So he's just going to call it a day as well and says, "Good luck, Joffrey!"
Oh, Joffrey.
And Joffrey is looking up, almost crying, and just trying again to resurrect his friend. Yeah, and his friend's coming back up to conscious, and it's being at 1 life point. Clicking the wrong buttons here. And sitting up now and asks, "Have we sent them away?" And Joffrey's like crying and be like, "You just died! You just died!" And Barnan, that's now your action.
Oh. Then I walk over to them and attack the one who is just now back again, and yeah, just attack them with my rapier.
Oh god, not poor Jimmy again.
Attack him. Yep, you hit, and he's gone. And he's almost gone for good. He's almost gone for good. Brother Tiberius, it's your turn. You see how your newly made friend is ruthless walking up to Jimmy, who just got revived by bandages and plasters. And it's just getting stabbed again. He now has a clearly open wound there.
I'll pat Barnan on the shoulder like, "It's okay, calm down," and cast Spare the Dying on Jimmy, and then tell Joffrey to take his friend and leave.
They just run away into the direction of Daniel, and Joffrey screams, "Daniel, you bastard! You left us alone!" And he's just sobbing and trying to hold Jimmy. So Jimmy can walk, because obviously your Spare the Dying doesn't heal wounds.
Correct, it stabilizes him, so he is still unconscious, but he is not dying.
Oh, okay. So yeah, well,
I can post it for you.
well, with the bleeding wound. yeah, I know. But with a bleeding wound, especially of that kind of threat, not dying is very relative. But you see them in relative distance, trying to later on you see them in relative distance trying to stabilize Jimmy so that he doesn't bleed at least anymore.
I try to shout after him, "Let the thing here you have stolen."
You haven't seen that he stole something. No one saw that he stole something.
I can say that.
Oh, make a persuasion on. Is that a persuasion? Make a persuasion roll on disadvantage. Yeah, nah, they don't hear. They've got certainly in their head. They've got we need to rescue Jimmy.
I try.
These guys over here are to run away as well. They're somewhere in the fields. You don't see them anymore. And yep, that resolves the situation at least. Let's put it that way. and you guys fought off that fight, and Shast is sitting over here somewhere, just looking basically at this and being like staggered and wondering what just happened, because there happened a lot in. That was 3 turns, right?
Of absolute madness.
Yeah, that was like, no, 18 seconds. Been 3 rounds. So that's been like 18 seconds of absolute madness. Just like a thunderstorm and some dark magic happening there. And then someone's dead, but not dead, but then dead, but not dead. And just be like, with whom am I traveling here? What's happening?
Well,
With that question, just coming over to you and be like, Brother Tiberius, I know that you've been special, but what was that?
Oh, I learned that at the temple. They teach you to to defend yourself.
You've put that guy into a black smoking cloud of nothing?
Well, yeah, it's pretty effective when they come too close.
And she backs up.
For him, it's,
And
it's
she
totally
backs
normal
up.
to know this kind of stuff.
you see this thunder? That was really great.
Yeah, and just backs up from you as well. Yeah, I saw what you did to that supposedly Daniel thing. Dude. Not thing. To that Daniel dude. You've pushed him away, you barbecued him. What's wrong with you guys? Not knowing that she knows magic at that point, she hasn't channeled the inner magic yet. But she's like, what's wrong with you guys?
Well,
Oh, right. What did you mean by leave the stuff they stole, Barnan? Did they take something from you?
I don't know. I just asked.
You just commanded.
I mean, there were bandits.
Oh, right. Bandits usually do have stolen goods on them.
You could as well could have used, if you wanted to, you could have used a spell for that, by the way.
I know.
What do you
Bernard.
mean?
Okay, cool. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
It's a spell office.
Yep.
I see.
Why isn't okay. Why is your hit point again 17? Have you healed yourself?
Nope. Look
Oh.
at my character sheet.
Which says 17 as well.
Nope. 10 for me. I close it.
It says 17 for me now, for some reason. I'm just confused.
I reduce it. So it's 10 again.
Anyway, oh, come on.
If you're using the health bar, you have to separately tell the token that the right number is the max HP and the left number is the current HP. I've made that mistake as well. Roll20 is making everything more complicated.
You need to put max HP as attribute. No, you put HP as attribute. HP. The attribute is HP, and then automatically the left number is the value, and the right number is the maximum. And that is what I did. Anyway, let's not waste time on that. So yeah, Shast is kind of confused by what happened, and she does congratulates Barnan for that mighty thunder, but she also says that she doesn't want to have that near her anytime soon. and she would only come back into that 5-foot area, like she would get closer again, if you promise, both of you promise to never ever use those spells on her.
Of course, I never planned to do so.
You are a friend. Why should I use that on you?
She says, you guys use that so how do you say,
Nonchalantly?
yeah, not nonchalantly, that I just thought maybe you would do that on a daily basis. Kinda?
Well, that were bandits, so what do you think what bandits normally do?
Obviously Shast knows and admits that bandits usually take things from other people, but she still insists that like frying them is maybe not the right option. Maybe talking may be better, but still it was kind of surprising for her as well, so she thinks it's fine. And then with that, you guys are just following through and leaving that area and get to have your first rest at the river that you see down here.
Okay, so my mess kit is gone for good.
Unless you want to interact with those guys again, and unless your character
nothing
does.
Special, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm just like I don't think in that moment you would actually check your inventory and be like, oh yeah, right, those were bandits, they're stealing stuff, so I have to check my inventory, and he appeared behind me and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no worries about that. I mean, the mess kit is basically just a flint and steel and maybe some pots.
Yeah, right. So if it would have been like a larger item, I obviously would have given you the chance, but this was like...
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. Alrighty. So, yeah, your first day of this adventure is coming to an end, and you're putting out the campfire. Everyone's putting out the bedroll. No one of you got a tent, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so everyone's sleeping under the blanket of the sky, and it's a beautiful night. There's stars out there. There's like a wolf or something howling into the night in a far distance. It is a very safe place, right at the bridge that is span over that river. It is a monumental bridge, actually, and given the time and age that we're in that setting, it is kind of surprising as well that humankind has built, or humanoid kind has built such bridges already, because that is like, what are we talking here, 10 miles? Almost. 5 miles. Which is like fairly large. But again, you're having a safe place there, and resting very well. You regain your hit points, obviously, and your spell slots that you've used, and you awake in the next morning. Do you want to use your special ratios that you have? Tiberius?
I will use a normal ration.
I roll a d2, 2 being ratio plus, and 1 being normal ratio for Shast. Okay, and Shast is using the normal ratios as well. Just striking off the whole ratio for a day. You do know that the water that is here is obviously salt water, and you're not able to drink it unless you have any spells that would prepare that water to be drinkable, or you would cook it to get the water to get the salt out of the water. Does that make sense?
Well,
That's not how it works.
A little bit more complicated then.
Yeah, it is. I was like, while talking out, I was like, nope, that's not how it works. So you can't prepare the water. That's here.
Also,
And then a journey of beautiful sceneries is basically lying in front of you, right? You're traveling the second day, having a rest right at the peak of this cliff, being guarded from all sides. You know that it isn't the best place to rest, but you have the option to go into the forest down here for a bit and leaving your path, which wouldn't be a good idea. So you decide to have at least a place where you can see everything. And I would like you guys to make a perception roll. And let me know who's doing which. Who's doing
the clouds
which?
are very nice today.
Seriously.
But it's both 1 and a 20.
Yeah, that's a rare occasion actually. If you had inspiration, you don't have it anymore, but because you rolled a nat 20 right after it, if you haven't had an inspiration before, you have an inspiration now, which is never-lating because you would remove it with that 1 again. That's now a spiral of eternity. So you have inspiration, but you don't have inspiration. You're a bard, in other words. So yeah, you do get to have a rest. Who's taking which guard? I roll a D3 for Shast. Shast is taking the last guard.
I take the first one, I think.
Okay, cool.
Sure, then I'll take the middle one.
Cool. So everything's fine in the first guard, and you're waking up, Brother Tiberius, and now's a moment where you could actually talk a little bit. You obviously talk, like, you get to know each other on the way, but if you want to specifically roleplay something, like something of the history, knowing something of the history of the character, now's the moment that you can share it. Is there anything where on the top of your head where you say, okay, I would like to know that about the character, or I want to actually share that about the character? Maybe specific traits, maybe a flaw, maybe like about the family members, the task for today, or for the last week. Maybe talking about the adjectives of your character, trying to put that into roleplay. Is there anything? Why isn't it?
You said that our characters already know each other from about 2 years ago, right?
Yes. You are friends. But you're like one of those distant friends that you don't see too often, and you do know vaguely to trust that person. You know each other to trust that person, but you don't know each other in detail that you would know, like your favorite position to fall into sleep in or something like that.
Yeah, so like this that one friend of a friend that you usually meet at parties.
Exactly. Exactly
Okay,
that.
cool.
Although he is usually the whole party. In that case.
Not yet, I think. I just want to sleep now.
I'd love to know what brings him on this journey and why he is traveling to the monastery, but I guess that's something for breakfast.
Yes,
not,
that's a long story.
So, yeah, for the night we'll leave it with waking up Tiberius and changing guard post.
You can close the character sheet. For some reason, Banan's character is not opening for me anymore.
Oh, that's weird.
It is. Anyway, okay, cool. You do you do shift the guards, and I would like you to roll another perception roll.
Sure. A very convincing 16.
Very convincing 16, yeah. You are asleep. Sorry, Brother Tiberius rolls the perception roll. Although you do see the inside of your eyes, and you realize how you fall asleep. You do dream now about like your dream, a significant other, and how romantic it would be being right now with that person. That's what you see, Barnan. Brother Tiberius sees that a few a bit of wildlife gathered around you. They don't look intimidating. It's like a few rabbits have been coming closer to the campfire, even, although that's very unnatural. And even a wolf is coming very, very close. Like, very close as in he's still like 25 or 30 feet away, but that's even like really close for your measurements.
Huh. Do I notice anything unnatural about those bees?
Yeah, but well, you can make an Arcana check if you want to.
Sure.
You see the world. You do see. There's nothing different with those characters. Make a religion check as well, please.
Gladly.
You don't see anything specific with those wildlives. But since you've stepped over those tiles that we've been talking about earlier at Salazar's, you still feel that being that jolly being and being that your true self, kinda. So there's you're checking yourself with your arcanic knowledge that you have. There's nothing that's wrong with you. There's no spell on you. There's nothing lingering really on you. There's just something that you would prescribe to Loyalth.
Of course.
Yeah, who doesn't know? Come on, I had it written down in like 10 different documents. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you would think that's because of her, maybe. That's the most plausible the most plausible oh wait, I can put that again, reason why these may be so tame right now. Although you haven't felt a connection lately too strong, you haven't been praying too much, but something has changed.
One more question before I do something. Do they look like, what's the word, ausgehungert?
They don't look really hungry. They seem kind of well fed.
Famished, that's the word.
Yeah, no.
So they look perfectly healthy, yeah?
Well, one bunny is missing an ear. The wolf is having like a little bit shed fur, but they seem in good condition. Not too bad condition. They're not like sick or ill, at least not apparently. So yep.
Okay, in that case, I'll carefully approach the wildlife, especially the rabbits,
Seriously, why is the other son not playing?
and try to use my forest gnome traits of being able to convey simple ideas and the like to smaller beasts. And I'll try to get an idea about what's going on and why they are approaching us. I'll post it in chat for you.
Yes, please do so. Speak with small beasts. Through sound and gestures, you may communicate simple ideas with smaller beasts. So, what is exactly what you want to communicate there? Because as you walk towards them, they are shying away a bit.
That's interesting. So basically, I just want to know why they are approaching us.
One of the rabbits is just happily jumping up and down. And then make an animal handling. And then he's sprinting up towards you, and he's rubbing his leg, his head against your leg, and then he's running off again, and then he's gone for good. But the other ones are staying.
Okay, I guess I'll use the rest of my guard shift to make a few new friends.
You do. Those animals are not moving away. Every time you try to get closer to them, they will back off. And every time you're getting a bit away from them, they're coming a little bit closer than they have been before. But nothing really changes there. You have always that back and forth situation. You awake Shast, and you make her aware of those animals. She's kind of happy, just smiling and just accepting the fact that those animals are there. She's a little bit uncomfortable with the wolf giving her past, and she tells you, and you do know that story, but she tells it over and over again at times, especially when she isn't fully awake. That she was trapped in that sad forest, unknown, and that she had like wildlife hunting her, and she was hunting wildlife and such. But she's happy to see that wildlife now seems to be at peace with her. That will basically end the rest. If you want to, you have the chance. No, you don't. You're having your breakfast. You're talking to with each other. You will have a chance again to talk later. But for now, everyone's agreeing on you have to proceed your travel. And again, 2 days later, you find a nice cliff to rest. Similar things are happening. Like wildlife is not as shy as it usually should be, especially towards you, Tiberius. But it is basically to none of you really shy, unless you're doing like an aggressive movement or a really quick movement. They are just being friendly with you, friendly-ish with you. And then a few days later, again 2 days later, I would like you guys to make a perception roll.
Okay. Ooh, seeing the world again.
You're the first one to see that a fight is going along. And you're seeing wolves fighting, supposedly a gnome. And through the woods you see as well a human. And Barnan sees obviously the wolves up here and the gnome as well. You can hear them shouting back and forth that they would need to get those wolves killed, otherwise they'd be dying, and this would be the end of their story, and they don't want to end here. So I would like you guys to make another initiative roll. How do I clear the whole
First thing,
initiative?
where is Shast?
She's with you guys. She will not fight. I said right in the beginning, she will not fight. If a person's not there, I consider them to travel with you, but they will not fight. For the story narrative, she obviously is there and she supports you guys, but she's not actively interacting in the fight.
She's probably taking a break in one of the bushes.
Probably.
Well,
We've got that.
I mean, the fight is just a few seconds, so...
Usually it is. Usually it is.
Usually, yeah.
So we're going with that dude, and with that dude, and we've got. I would love to be able to just prepare those initiative rolls as well. That would be really great.
I mean, you can roll them before we come onto the map, and we will just see an empty turn order if you put them on the GM layer. But that would once again be splitting your attention between 20 different things. So it's a bit hard one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this wolf right now, as you see that there's a fight, is attacking that gnome with a bite, which is that one, which is hitting. Alrighty. And that dude instantaneously looks really bloodied. Really bloodied. So you get the idea that that they're coming at the right time. Strength saving throw. That's a 6, and he's prone. And Maldo is attacking that one.
Oh, so those NPCs have names?
Yep,
That's cool.
they do. And he's attacking that. Oh, come on. Not to GM. Almost cutting that off. Brother Tiberius, it's your turn now. You see how this one's attacking that wolf, and this one's being so hard bitten by that wolf that he's almost down.
Okay.
That wolf is getting him even on his knees. Don't you see the names of the characters?
No, I don't
Nope.
see their names.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Yep.
So usually I would move something like this to get close enough to that NPC. With the new diagonally moving thingy, can I do that? Or is that too far with my 25?
I just updated.
Okay,
That's
so
too far. Too
You-
far.
You could probably move to that one.
yeah. You know what? In that case, I will just use the dash action to get close enough to this woman, and I will then
to what?
cast to that woman, or is that a man?
Wait a sec.
Have I just assumed their gender?
Just
I'm sorry,
proceed.
internet.
Just proceed with with your with whatever you did.
So yeah, Tiberius will run up to that point, and I will cast Sanctuary on this NPC person
Thing.
thing.
Thingy.
Okay, I'll have to
Thingy is
restart
good.
my. I'll have to restart my roll 20. It just messed on every level. Is the music still playing for you guys?
Yes.
It's not, no.
Nope.
No, it's not.
There
anymore.
hasn't been any music since I've joined the game.
Yeah, because you've muted the tab.
No, I have not.
You should hear
I
music
have
right now.
muted your stream, but
You should hear music right now. As you can see in the jukebox, it's playing
yeah, I
music.
can see that it's playing, but I don't hear it.
If you go to the cogwheel, you can select the source of the audio output source.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'll just restart. the
What's good,
browser. Oh,
Mephistopheles? What's good? Nice to have you. For once, we will not have the cricket sounds in the background. Let's go with
Okay, now the music is paused for me.
yeah, roll 20. Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's by the way the character there that you assume to be a
that
woman.
does appear to be a man.
It's fine though. It's fine though.
Maybe it's a bearded lady, but they will assume it is a man.
Maybe it's a bearded lady. Having an owl on his back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that picture very much. I got it from the internet, and I will have to give credits to the one who actually made it, but I forgot to note down the name.
Oh wow.
But I didn't want to give everyone. Oh yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Oh no, it's broken again. Seriously.
So anyway, yeah, I will dash up to that point. I will then cast Sanctuary on the gnome.
Can
On
you
the
please post
NPC
Sanctuary?
I have already done so,
Yep.
but I
See
can
it.
certainly do
See
it
it.
again. Okay.
You water
anytime
creature.
someone wants
okay.
to attack the gnome, they will have to roll a Wisdom save against my spell save DC.
Mm.
And if they fail, they are not able to attack that creature.
Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, bro, come on. There you go. Wow. Okay, that wolf now is certainly trying to attack that dude. He's not really taking notice of you, because he seems to be fairly intense in the fight with the other guy, and he's attacking, making a wisdom roll. A 7.
He is not able to attack that gnome. He must attack the other gnome, or his attack will be lost. For
His attack
eternity.
will be lost. but Mildo is being attacked. Certainly he can be attacked, and he's being attacked with advantage because wolves. But they don't hit. He's easily dodging the fight. Uglif is that gnome is surprised looking at you, and an expression of happiness is on his face, while he is thinking about his next step, and then he's asking you, can you handle those? I'm not really feeling well. Thank you. And he's just backing up for his movement. Although this wolf and this wolf will get an attack of opportunity here. And oh wait,
they must still roll a wisdom save first.
Yep. That's the first one, and that's the second one. So that one's not attacking. The upper one is attacking. I will just let's re-roll that one as well. Hopefully he doesn't hit. He does hit.
Rip.
And
oh god,
he is just gone.
Wow.
He even got up.
He really hasn't gotten this.
He's turning around. He's leaving that field there, that area, and that wolf just jumping after him and almost eating him alive. He's not eating him, but it almost looks like he's eating him alive. Barnan, what are you doing? You see how this one got slaughtered, basically. And have we skipped you last turn?
Nope.
Why did he get 2 attacks?
Opportunity.
Oh right. Yeah. I just said it. Thanks, brain. Ham of the month. Come on. Yeah, you do see Banan. You do see how that guy is getting slaughtered within a time frame of 6 seconds. And after like 2 or 3 seconds of seeing that, you decide to interact as well. What are you going to do?
I say to Shast, well, that are wolves that are attacking this man. Can I help him?
Shast is shrugging her shoulders and be like, those wolves have been nice to us lately.
Well, then I still stand there.
Alright, are you holding your action for something? Or will you just not do anything that turn?
I just do anything that turn.
Okay, you don't do anything. Cool. That wolf, on the other hand, that one down here, is doing something, which is attacking that one, certainly hitting, for 10. And Maldo has to have strength saving throw, which he easily does. But he takes 10 damage, which is a lot. That wolf, on the other hand, is growling towards that dude, and still not seeing you as a threat. That basically ends his turn. He will attack you though, given a certain circumstance. Maldo, on the other hand, is still trying to get that one down, at least one. and certain hits. And that wolf is crying out and is down. It's gone. That one's gone. There we go. And you, Brother Tiberius, now have the chance to interact however you'd like.
Wait, has this wolf above me attacked the NPC again?
Nope,
Did I
he
catch
just
it right?
he's just bending over that dude, basically putting one paw on his chest and growling at him. And is holding his action for a specific thing to happen. If that doesn't happen, he will not do any action this turn. He will do Barnan.
Let me check a rule real quick.
Whatever
I don't
rule
know
it
what to
is,
say.
whatever rule it is, I overjudge it. Just ask me.
I wish to push the wolf off of the NPC.
You can do it with animal handling, or you can do it with strength. With strength, you do it normally. With animal handling, you do it on disadvantage. Which one would you like to do?
This wolf has seen me before, right? But it ignored me.
Yep, pretty much.
In that case, I would like to try with animal handling.
Cool. Go for it.
Since it doesn't
It's a
seem to
10.
be
DC 10. It's not too
DC 10.
difficult.
Don't say that. I'm rolling a 9 now. Well, maybe not.
A 7.
With
Yeah.
disadvantage?
I said
Yes.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
The wolf is looking at you, and he's showing his teeth, and you get the idea that he didn't like that you touched him or tried to push him from his prey.
In that case, I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on the NPC and just tell them, now's not the time to rest, run!
Yeah, cool.
And he regains, yes, first level, thank you, 6 hit points.
That would
Oh,
bring him
sorry,
to 0.
make that 9 because I have the Domain of Life.
Cool. Cool. That is mighty. That is very mighty.
Indeed, yes.
That wolf is still over him. He can't run. He's kind of grappled by that wolf.
I mean, it's his problem now.
That's
Not
true.
mine.
That's true. That ends your turn, and this wolf now is walking up here and attacking that guy. No. Yeah. And he gains advantage for whatever. And certainly hits. -6. That wolf back here just saw... Nope, that wolf is gone. That wolf is gone. Uklov is struggling free. Strength? Okay, cool. Yeah, he's struggling 3 and is attempting to run again. That way. 2 attack of opportunities are happening right now.
They still have to roll.
They still have
A
to
wisdom
roll?
Save. Yep, it's a concentration. And it's my concentration.
Yeah, but he fell unconscious.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Ooh, yeah, wait a second. Then the first one, the first bite he got before you wrote me the test, has to get a wisdom saving throw as well. And that one certainly doesn't work. So he didn't lose the 6 health points. I didn't know that. I thought if the target falls unconscious, that would drop as well. Cool. So we have 2 more Constitution saving throws. Against what was it?
13. So the second one may attack.
Yep.
Or the one that rolled a 14, whichever one it is.
The upper one. And it doesn't hit. And that's good, because now he can get up and actually get away. Oh, wait. Yeah, half his movement. Exactly. Cool. And, okay, cool. Barnan, your turn. You see how that dude is being killed, being revived, being almost killed again by very sharp teeth and very pointy claws, and then still manages to run away. That will that will make a great story.
I just say to Shast again, well, Brother Tiberius is helping him. So
Yes, but he's not attacking the wolves.
Then I just stand there and still watching.
Come on, man.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
There's imaginary people dying down here.
Cool. Yeah, nothing happens. That wolf is trying to attack that guy, but doesn't stand a chance. Meanwhile, this wolf is now lunging over to this guy and attacking him.
Nope, you will have to make a wisdom check first. He may attack.
He attacks and doesn't hit. Well, to be fair, I've re-rolled every time I've missed that. So yeah, that's damage. That's damage. -5. Strength saving throw. Come on! Yeah, there we go. That's fine. He's not prone anymore. Maldo is going to attack that dude, being now ferociously furious and really unhappy, shouting towards Euclid that Euclid certainly should do something right now, unless he wants to feel the short sword of himself. And that wolf is crying out. It's your turn, Brother Tiberius. That dude over here looks bloodied as well. Like, there's a lot of blood on him. Partially off the wolves, partially off his.
And it's getting really hot. Good question. I will still try to help the gnome, and I will try to stop the wolves from following him.
How would you like to stop that?
I would like to grapple this wolf.
Which didn't like you to touch him already.
Indeed.
Oh wait, no, it was this wolf. Maybe this wolf is more tame. You try to grapple him.
So I would like a big bear, or in this case, wolf hug, and try to grapple it.
Yeah.
Maybe not as effective as I have imagined.
We roll for good measures against strength.
Oh, that's a good story.
Yep. And that was the day the gnome tried to grapple a wolf, but didn't really successfully do so. He's now sitting on the back of the wolf.
I mean, that's a success in my book.
You're sitting on the back of the wolf, and the wolf's trying to shake you off. Next turn, which is right now, he's trying to throw you off his back. Make an athletics, an acrobatics.
Acrobatics, alright.
Yeah. He's not getting you off his back. He uses his whole turn to try to get you off his back. Euclid is seeing that. And being really happy that you're there. He's attacking this wolf for the first time. For the first time that he actually can do something. And he's using a cantrip called Chill Touch, which does hit. There we go. Cool. Just checking the damage that it does. Good thing that it made like the maximum amount of damage. I do see correctly that you rolled your wisdom saving throw for keeping your concentration.
A concentration check is only if you take damage.
Oh, good thing. Good thing.
Yep. Very powerful.
So, but your ward is gone, right? Yep.
Since the gnome has attacked, the water is indeed gone.
Yep. And with that, he knows that he can't outrun the wolf, so now he's seemingly tried to fight the wolf, therefore he's going for that. Barnan, what are you going to do?
Well, I just stand there and watch that scenery and say to just, look, Tiberius is riding a wolf. And just stand there.
Just looks baffled and be like, yeah, I see that. I don't think that's healthy. Talking about healthy, that wolf doesn't look too healthy anymore, and he's trying to buckle off. Because he doesn't have any interest in being killed. Maldo, on the other hand, has interest in killing that wolf, and is going to attack the wolf for an opportunity attack, and meets beats. So that didn't hit. That wolf is gone. To say it in the words of a Final Fantasy running away motion, sounds. This wolf right here is still attacking. Oops. Certainly biting the grass, literally. Maldo is getting over here, now attacking this wolf. And come on. There we go. Yeah, and that wolf's gone. Now now those both are looking at you and the wolf you're riding. And you're doing that right now.
I would like to try and pacify the wolf.
Make an animal handling and use your feet. Not your feet as in your foot, but your feet as in FEAT.
Yeah, what feet?
The one
you speak with small animals?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically just a sentence that says you can do that.
Cool. Yeah, you're through that. Make an animal handling with advantage this time.
Sure. At 18.
The wolf is calming down and apparently not trying to get over here anymore because he's not trying to get you off his back.
In that case, I will carefully step off its back. How do you say it?
Get off his back.
I'll get off and yeah, further try to pacify it, give it a few head pats, and that's my turn.
The moment you do that, it is its turn anyways. So bye. Have a great time. It's gone. And with that, the encounter is over, leaving Maldo and who are now actually talking to you and introducing themselves as Euclid being the gnome and Maldo being the fighter with shield and short sword. And they basically thank you for rescuing them. They say they're from Frisk, that little harbor town or harbor village, and they say they thought they had the what it takes to be an adventurer, but apparently they have not. They just randomly attack those wolves, and that's why they attack them. And usually those wolves are fairly relaxed here and fairly friendly. That's what they tell you, and also they give you 10 silver pieces for helping them.
Ooh, Tiberius got money.
Is that what you say to Shast?
Liquidation has been acquired.
Yes, that's what I say to Chess. For riding a wolf.
I mean, can you say you've ever got that? Cool. So this little encounter passes by, and last day of travel, you regain all your hit points for those who have lost some, or you regain all your spell slots as well, and you come into the town of Frisk, for which we've got not the fighting sound, but not this one. Come on. Anyway.
I heard that one. Roll 20 is weird.
There we go. Maybe it was just too quiet for you to hear. And you get into this town, and
the man is here. Lol, 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 lol.
Yeah, he's everywhere. And this is really a small village, right? All those houses that you see here are like one family houses, and that's it. This is really a small village. How you would expect it for beginner adventurers, actually, to start in a small.
We came from the north, yeah?
Exactly. That's where you're coming from. May have forgotten to put your characters on this slide. But is there anything specific that you want to do here? I've heard that you wanted to like have your food and such, and
yes, buy some rations.
Yeah.
Yeah, stock up on anything that we might need, and then.
Cool. So, you talk to Dirit Rhythm, being the female barkeeper of this village, and she tells you if you want to sleep here, you'll have to pay 15 copper pieces without food, and she does offer you food for like 5 more copper pieces in the evening, including the breakfast then as well. Although everything there is fish, like literally everything. There's fish bread, there's fish marmalade, there's like everything's fish. They're living purely off fish and having some wheat to it, some normal bread as well. So they got really creative with that. And as you do that, you get your. I guess you will sleep there, right? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, of course.
Rather Tiberius as well?
The bird has spoken.
Cool. Okay. Cool. The bard can make a performance check to see if he can sleep there for free and make his friends sleep there as well for free. 15 for making
Hey.
his friends sleep there for free, and 10 for making himself sleep there for free.
I tell the story of the wolf riding gnome.
Yeah. make a performance roll. Yeah, you will sleep. You will sleep for free. There's no reason why you should have advantage on that roll. That's why I don't consider the 15. Although it's a great story, everyone loves it. And those
Wait,
two.
I can try something. Well, bardic is not try.
You have to cast Bardic Inspiration before you can make the roll.
Okay.
Yep. But those two guys that you've been talking to before, that you actually saved, are coming in, and they're telling them that you basically saved them, and then obviously everyone knows everyone in this little village, and therefore they let you sleep there for free, eat you for free, let you eat for free. And the next day, they tell you that down here, there's the merchant, and that merchant selling you. There we go. Either you can buy 5 potions in total, each one costing 20 silver pieces. Then we've got rations being 10 copper pieces per ratio, like 1 silver piece. And you can as well buy 1 fishing rod, very simple fishing rod for 15 copper pieces.
Oh, that's for me. I buy everything.
You buy everything.
Also some potions. I think 2.
Okay.
I have. Eben gucken.
Was it 10 copper pieces per silver piece or 100? 10. Increment of 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Also, I buy 2 potions.
You buy 2 potions, yeah?
I think for me another 14 rations. I don't know if on the temple we can get some.
You know that you can get some food there as well. Probably even cheaper than here.
Well,
Because they're basically non-profit.
then I buy 10 rations.
Okay.
And 1 fishing rod.
And 1 fishing rod. So it's 50, it's 51.
And I give him 1 gold piece.
And Atera Lethus is more than happy to take that gold piece and is giving you the 2 healing potions and 10 rations, and as well the fishing rod. So you have a simple fishing rod now, and
Potion of healing. I
and
need to put it in
then-
my inventory.
and then Brother Tiberius, how many ratios do you need?
I will just buy 2, so I have 5 again,
Okay, cool.
which is enough to last us until the monastery.
Have you ever used your family's ratios?
Not yet, no.
Okay, be aware that they may turn bad at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So it's 2 silver pieces. Basically,
Yep.
20 copper or 2 silver pieces.
Yep.
And Shast. Oh, I have to reopen that window. Shast. Oh god. There we go. Shast is gone. There we go. She's buying. Two more ratios as well. So cool. Alrighty. In that case, you're leaving that town, that village, and you're going down here. Nothing happened so far. Everything is fine, and you come on this field. Again, in the night, you see that the wildlife is kind of fine with you. It's not as tame as it was before, but it is fine. And now, coming onto this field, obviously we're not with that music anymore. We are going here. You do see two Dragonborn down here from your perspective. They're not hiding, you're not hiding, so with each step that you're taking, they're coming closer as they're taking the same steps, obviously, and eventually you will meet approximately in the middle, and they're greeting you. They look like very seasoned adventurers, and like they would know their way with a weapon and some spells. One of them may be a paladin or something. One of them may be a battlecaster or something like that. He's wearing leather, though he looks more like a caster. You can't really tell. That is certainly out of your league. But they have shiny weapons and wearing shiny armor. Both of them Dragonborns. You know that usually Dragonborns have color on their scale. Those Dragonborn are just gray. They don't have any color. And they're greeting you and saying, greetings, fellow adventurers. Where are you heading towards? To the monastery, we guess. And they seem to be brothers. They look kinda similar.
I guess Sage isn't eager to talk to them. In that case, I will also greet them and tell them that they are in fact correct and that we are on our way to the monastery.
That one over here, the upper one, looking like a paladin, is looking at you, and you can see that he's investigating you with his eyes, and then he says, "Why are you not wearing any sigil?" Like, you should be proud to be a member of the belief in faith. Faith being a religion here.
Tiberius looks a bit baffled for a second and then pulls a chain with a golden cross from under his shirt and looks at the Dragonborn again. Well, I do. Of course I have my holy symbol with me.
Well, otherwise you wouldn't be blessed, would you?
Of course.
So what it is that you want? Are you just doing a sabbatical, or are you actually on a mission? What is it that brings you that way here? Usually people would use the merchant's route.
Oh, we've come from Valvet Valley, and because our friend here, and I'll introduce Barnan to him as well. He wanted to, well, he said the scenery would be nicer here.
He's a bard, isn't he? And he's pointing at the loot that Barnan is carrying.
Yes,
Barnan
I
may
am.
speak for
Should I
himself.
play something for you?
Oh, we would love to, but we're in a hurry. We have to actually get to Valvet Valley. What is bringing you so far? This is like 200 miles above. And, I mean, we have been in Valvet Valley a couple of times, and it is really beautiful. Why are you leaving there?
Well, we got a mission.
Both are nodding at the same time, and then they say, "Yeah, we've got rumors that the forefathers, the founder of Valvet Valley, is back. We wanted to see it ourselves."
Are you talking about Valerian Velvet?
Exactly that one. It's being said that his property inherits some magic. He himself can just cast some magic, some lower ranked magic, but his property seems to be very, very powerful. And for that, we want to see that on our own. Especially, this is a once in a lifetime chance, isn't it?
I would have to advise you against this.
Why would that be?
Well, while it's true that he has returned, he doesn't seem to be all that welcome. At least not by the other noble families. There seems to be some kind of bad blood between them. And we've actually come face to face with him. Back then there were 4 of us, and we left with 3.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That would actually prove the rumor that Valerian Velvet, and actually all of the forefathers, all of the 3 rich of Valvet Valley, has to do something with demons, or had to do something with demons. But we'll have to see that on our own. Did you know that Castellan Pedro is the only one who can cast real magic?
Well, did we know that? I think
Um,
Salazar told us that, right?
Yep. That well,
So we do
he told you that that Castilian can cast instead opposing to Valorian, who can't. Well, who can offload magic, but practically can't do anything too powerful.
We've indeed heard that Castellan Pedro is supposedly an adept magician, yes.
Is it true that he can't put spells on objects? Do you know that?
I've never heard of that, no.
I mean, that would be the proficiency of Salazar, wouldn't it? Like Mr. Zolobon, who can't inherently cast any magic as far as we have heard, but on objects, and then use those to make and create really powerful relicts. or artifacts, so to say.
He-
So if you're good with
well,
him, you're probably one of the strongest adventurers.
Well, I wouldn't say that we're on his good side yet, but he did indeed try to help us out when we had a few problems with Castel and Pedro. And he does seem to be rather fond of magical items.
That is really interesting to hear it from people being up close. But you would understand that we would have to go and prove ourselves, right? You wouldn't be beleidigt? Insulted by that, right? Would you?
Oh, of course. I had no intention of stopping you from the beginning.
Okay. In that case, excuse me, I might have got you wrong there. But these must be really interesting times for you guys. Like, if you live there, do you have property? Because that property will skyrocket soon. We've heard that all the old trading outposts and trading connections are being mobilized again, and that this old Velvet is starting to try to thrive his village again.
Well, you may want to be careful still. He said something about everyone being too what's the word again?
Lazy? Soft?
Soft, yeah, soft is quite good. That everyone else is being too soft in handling matters for the village. And I don't know what he might be planning, but it could actually mean that he's fond of using violence. He even tried to get me to fight one of my friends.
That doesn't sound like the Valarian Velvet that we know at all. Like, that we've heard of. We don't know him in person, obviously, but everyone seems to be loving him. Everyone says that the great times when still the kings lived in this region, that those were the best times, and that it was all thanks to him and Castilian and Salazar. That's what Rutnash says. And they tell you their names, being Madra and Rutnash, both Talish with last name.
Cool names. I'll look at the one, and Madra is it, I guess? The one with the plate armor?
Yep, that's Madra.
Okay. So in that case, I'll look at Madra again and tell him that we've only found out about all this king stuff and former king stuff when we were about to set out from the village, and that so far we've only had known about those three as the founders of the village and nothing more.
He's asking you how you found out about that.
I'll I'll look him in the eyes with a totally innocent expression and tell him that General Store Manager has told us about it when we bought a map. And that we just weren't aware of it before.
He's grinning and he says, only really old maps will have that written on it. Have you one of these maps? We're not about to rob you. If we wanted to, we could have easily done that already.
I'll throw a glance over to Shast, because she has the map.
She nods. Being shying away a little bit back there. But she nods and she agrees that you indeed have one of those cards, those maps. And Madra explains to you that these maps are actually of low magic power, and that they will update themselves whenever the master map is being updated. And as long as the cartographer lives, that your map will stay like at the state of art, and will never outdate. A fairly good map that should be like worth probably 10 to 15 gold pieces. And that
not what we have paid for it.
And that whomever have given you the map either really liked you guys, or didn't know which value this map will have in the future, because they will ramp up in prices, especially if Valorian Velvet is going to put up these trading how do you say, trading routes again. Yep, thanks. Yeah,
I would like to ask those two if there's anything that's happened in the monastery lately, since they've come from there. Anything we should know?
They let you know that there was nothing too unusual, although they say that the monastery is preparing the arrival of one of the chosen ones. You know that every now and then there are relicts and artifacts in the monastery of faith, like in the monasteries of faith, that find their way back there on its own whenever their wielder dies, and that these items seem to be crafted by those gods themselves that they are actually representing, and that one of these items apparently now has chosen someone again to appear and to be its wielder. Although they say as well that this is really strange because just a few days ago, one has left who was chosen as well.
Left as in went away, or left as in died?
He already went away. He was already there and went away then.
Oh, so there's been two chosen in like a week's time.
Yeah, which is very unusual. Very unusual.
Okay, got it.
But that's nothing bad unusual. It's actually something good unusual. And with that, they ask you whether you want to rest together, because that's like already pretty late in the evening, and I think you will rest. I don't think you will now start to sprint through the through the areas, and you will. Yeah, cool. And you will have a good rest, an easy rest. You're sharing stories, just like minor stories, really. And on the next day, you're walking those last. No, not on the next day. In the next 3 days, you're finishing your venture, your route.
Journey.
Thanks. And you do see that monastery. It's really kind of huge. You've been there a couple of times in your childhood and throughout your teenager years, but it's always very impressive for you, Brother Tiberius. For you, Barnan, it's very new because you've never been here, right? You come from the north, you know the northern monasteries, which are usually a little bit darker, which are a little bit more, a little bit smaller, but this one's really bright. It's kind of white-ish, and they seem to have a lot of pride. Around it, you see a lot of crops, especially in the back, as far as you can see, there's like hops being grown, and right in the gate of the monastery, a beautiful priestess is standing and smiling at you, Brother Tiberius, and saying, "We have awaited your arrival, Tiberius." And with that, we'll end today's session.
Okay.
As always, I will end the stream now, and I would like you guys to stay in Discord for a while.
Sure.
And I will try to keep it short, so you both can go to bed if you want to. But for now, please just wait a moment, and I'll be back in a sec.
Good golf, everyone.
Good go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's been it. We've finished 3 hours of prepared Dungeons and Dragons. This time it was prepared. And let me tell you, it's been going up and down. Let me know on my Discord, actually. Let me know on my Discord if you want to see more of those prepared sessions, if you've liked that. You can let me know on this on Twitter as well, or in the YouTube comments. Actually, I'm recording this right now as well on YouTube, or I'm streaming this as well on YouTube, where you can rewatch everything that has happened today, because I think there happened a lot. Although it's been just 2 weeks of travel, and really usually those times are just downtimes, but there has been happening a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, because that was really fun for me, and that was new for me to prepare everything from beginning to end and actually have a set state that I want to achieve by end of the session and by beginning of session, having already a clear vision of where to lead the people. There have been possible choices for them to go to each route. Every route was free actually, and every route was actually planned. Though in the beginning I've realized something where I'm happy that they have not chosen the western route. So that was a little bit manipulation from my side, trying to get them to go the other two routes, one of the other two routes. And if you're interested in seeing more, again, join my Discord, let me know. And if that's not in the realm of possibilities for you, just tune in again on next Thursday when we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm really done for today. I'm spent. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great evening. Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend as well. And we'll see us next Monday in a German stream where we're playing The Forest, actually. And then next Tuesday for the next English stream, where it hasn't been decided yet what we're going to play. You can vote there what you want to see, again on my Discord. And now, enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye. See you. Where's this button to stop the stream here? There we go. Bye.